Today, I prepared some good topic that could be benefit for those of you who may be wondering, asking yourself whether what you are practicing is it correct, how it will be progressed, and all right, let's begin to our topic. Stillness must lead to expansion. First, this taught by our master. What does he mention? This is what he said. He started by gently close the eyes. In other words, he mentioned this when he guide meditation. So close your eyes properly and make your mind bright, cheerful, clean, pure, and free of all worries, no matter what they might be. Let go, release, and empty your mind. Imagine that your body is hollow, free from organs like the lung, liver, spleen, kidneys, or heart. Visualize it in hollow and clear open space like a glass diamond tube. In other words, when you start meditate, you can imagine or use your feeling of yourself like an empty shell, and it's no organ, no nothing, just an empty space where there is a diamond tube between from your neck down to the center of your body. And so then imagine your body gradually expanding. Feel as if your body is inflating and glowing until it reaches the edge of the horizon. Practice it often and you will generally feel it. In other words, if you don't use visualization, you can use your feeling to start with yourself expanding without end, but there's still only your awareness at the end. At the center. That means you still feel that you are here, but you forget about your body that it expand and gone, empty like that. At the center of your body, at the seventh base, visualize a radiant, perfect round, clear orb or sphere, like a flawless diamond, polished without blemish or scratch. It is bright and pure, shining like the midday sun, but soft and gentle like moonlight on a full moon night. In other words, here, he liked to invite people to visualize something like an orb or sphere, clear like a diamond. It could representing the mind as well. And visualize as seven base of the mind. For those who are not familiar, seven base of the mind is like center of your body where you can visualize and focus. This is the most balancing place to visualize it. Also, it's regarded by our master as the home for the mind. So visualize something like a diamond clear object at the center of your body, like the diagram shown on the screen here. So now he begin to teach after the guide meditation. For beginners, if your mind isn't yet subtle, take it step by step. You can also visualize a clear image of the Buddha, radiant like a diamond, glowing as if illuminated by light. Imagine the lotus bud at the crown of his head, and neatly coiled clockwise spiral of hair, pure and clear like a diamond. Look down and see his shoulder, arms, and hands resting on his lap, with the right index finger touching the left thumb. Visualize the Buddha sitting in a meditative posture with his right leg over his left. When you imagine him, he represents the Buddha, jewel of the enlightened one. In other words, the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. These are the object that the Buddhists are respect, which is called the triple gem. If you see a clear orb, it represents the Dhamma jewel or the Dhamma gem. Or visualize Luang Wat Paknam, the great master. Visualize whichever feel natural and easy for you. When you are visualizing it, use any object. But for the Buddhist, when he guide meditation, he used the Buddha representing why people wish meditate with him. But as for you, other Westerner or non-Buddhist, you can use any object like the moon, a sun, or a flower in here. Or you can even visualize them as a clear glass or diamond in that as well. All right. Meditation isn't difficult. It's simple. But if we make it difficult, it will be difficult. But as he implied in here, meditation isn't difficult, comfortable and safe. Luang Pu meditating under the Bodhi tree assures us that calming the mind to achieve concentration is not as hard as we think. It's possible for everyone as long as we understand the principle, simplicity, comfort, and safety. If we approach it easily, it will be easy. But if we approach it difficult, it will be difficult. Right now, imagine the crystal ball or the Buddha as you refine your mind. Why this? Because when you begin to focus, it allows your mind to calm down and begin to become still. That's when it becomes still, it becomes refined and subtle, making it pure, suitable for receiving great merits, blessing, or connecting with the previous merit. The mind must be clear, still, and comfortable. For the mind to become still and focused, it must be comfortable first. So if you are starting with yourself, putting every effort of your body and mind in order to achieve stillness, it is impossible because it's not comfortable. You can feel it in yourself when you start to meditate. The most you can get out of it is only calm feeling, but not comfortable, just only calm. And you just only feel peaceful as you continue. But here, as we practice further, there are more to that just feeling that you experience. If you practice regularly, you will soon connect with the triple gem within yourself. Then you will have the tools to study Dhammakaya knowledge, the wisdom of the enlightened ones. Afterward, you will be equipped to explore the truths recording in the Tipitaka, including the laws of karma, the realms of suffering, and the heavens of happiness. In other words, when you might become still, this is how you access the knowledge within yourself. As the Buddha himself has also access to his knowledge through his meditation, which is called Dhammakaya knowledge. And that's when he taught, they recorded into the book called Tipitaka. All right. So that's at this time, since our mind is not properly still and calm yet, we cannot access and find our knowledge within. But once you find it, you soon will be. However, it has to be still, not just still and then off and off, not like that. Okay. Key is to practice stillness daily until you deeply passionate about it. Just as you crave something you love so deeply, you will give anything to have it. This level of determination is necessary for spiritual progress. What seemed difficult will become easy, and what's already easy will reveal deeper truths until you fully experience them. It requires consistency practice on the right method only. Consistency and correct method, that is how you access to it. Without it, impossible. And then you will find yourself this knowledge. Right now, at the beginning, you don't have to try to do anything else. Just only focus your stillness on the crystal ball or the radiant object or the Buddha image that you use to visualize. Some people don't use, that's fine. But this is an option. Imagine it as pure as a diamond, a star in the sky, of the full moon or the midday sun. Hold your attention lightly and comfortably on the radiant, spherical image like a magical crystal orb. If I don't use visualization, but I use Samma Arahang or mantra, would that be okay? Or I don't use any of those. I just sit still. Would that be all right? The key to practice the meditation is focus. If you meditate and close your eye, but you don't focus, you will not be able to access it because your mind are not focused. The moment when your mind becomes focused, that is when your mind becomes still. But the thing is, it must not be having any effort. It must be uncomfortable and relaxation. If you use the crystal ball, or if you use the Buddha, or if you use something else, will you be able to access it? Yes, you can use mantra or just sit still, but remember, you have to focus. And how do you know if you focus? You stay there at one single point to the rest of your meditation. At your comfortable point, wherever you start with, stay there. And once you begin to stay there, here, what the master explained, let your mind dwell with the clarity of the crystal ball or the Buddha. Think of it lightly, without force. If you can't help but exert effort, simply focus on keeping your mind still and joyful. Try anything that can help you become still, and at the same time must be joyful. But if you still but forcing, it will begin uncomfortable later on. After you become still, here the master explain now, stillness must lead to expansion. It doesn't lead to constriction. If you master stillness, it will naturally expand. But if you don't, it will shrink because of excessive effort or tension. Don't force or strain, just let go. Stillness must feel light, like a feather drifting in the air, gently settling onto the ground or water. Think simply when visualize the crystal ball or Buddha. Do so as casual as imagine a lotus flower offered to a pagoda. Some may see it clearly, others less so, but no one is incapable of seeing it. That faint mental image is what we call seeing. Sometimes when you visualize, if you close your eyes now, if you look at the picture here, you see the lotus flower. But when you close your eyes and imagine that lotus flower, it won't be the same as you see with your eyes. Yes, because it's only darkness. Some couldn't even see anything, but you know that you visualize. That is enough. Some even have the faint image, like a visible line. That's fine. This is what we call seeing or seeing your mental image. All right. So when you visualize it, you see it, you can visualize it. That's it. In the beginning, it may not be perfect. Perhaps 20 or 30% clarity. Stay still and patient. As your stillness deepens, that faint image will gradually become clear, and you will feel joyful and proud of your progress. Eventually, this mental image will transform into actual image, as clear as seeing external objects with your open eyes. So, stay with it, and eventually, it will become clearer than you see with your own eyes. You can even feel it too. But the thing is, it must be joyful, feeling light. But if you are not feeling joyful and happy of your progress, that is incorrect. So use this as your measurement. If you start at the beginning, you feel still and you begin to expand. That's correct. As you begin to expand, the image begin to become more visible until become clear. For some, this clarity comes quickly if their past and present merits align, but most will progress gradually step by step. The important thing is to practice consistently. So some may be wondering, how come this person got so fast? How some I'm so slow? How some just practice consistently, step by step, eventually it will reach. But you have to be patient and consistently practice. Well, it's become coming close to New Year, everyone. So this New Year, I encourage everyone to practice consistently every single day without fail. By the end of 365 days, you will look back with pride, knowing you have done good every day. This practice will refine your mind, gradually lead to deeper and purer states. Life in this world is passed quickly. We are born to build virtues, not to immerse ourselves solely in worldly pursuits. Accumulating wealth without seeking inner merit leaves us unfulfilled. If you try to making yourself a living every day, you're just gonna be seeking more and more and more. And you're just not gonna find things that make you feel fulfilled. Why? Because your heart, your mind are not having enough. But once your mind becomes still, that fulfilled feeling will begin to surface and make your mind become filled by its own. Life in this world is passed quickly. Making a living without seeking inner peace will make us feel unfulfilled. Use your past merit, use your time to gain resource for sustain your body so you can pursue spiritual goals. True fulfillment lies in understanding life's plan and free yourself from being a servant to Mara or the force of defilements. And that's by practice stillness and expansion. You will unlock the wisdom and liberation that already reside within. Let this year be the year of transformation. Well, hope you enjoyed. And now you know, as a conclusion, everyone, Stillness must lead to expansion. And if you are feeling expand, the more you still, the more happy and joyful you will be. But I don't feel joy. I feel calm on that peaceful only. Would that be wrong? I wouldn't say it wrong, but I would say it's about 99% correct. You still needing 1% in order to add it to 100%. If you force yourself to stop thinking, not correct. Last but not least, expand feeling light, feeling joyful. That's correct.